Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 49 on a Tuesday, October 5th. So if you looked for me yesterday, I was not here, nor was anybody on Facebook yesterday. So it was one of those things where we come to rely on the social media and it failed us. So I realized probably about 11:30 yesterday that, golly, I thought it was me, but it was a global thing with Facebook. So here we are on Tuesday at 3:30. So I want you to know that I appreciate those of you who contacted me and wanted to know where I was if they weren't aware of what had gone on with Facebook. And that really made my heart feel good. So thank you, thank you. Normally, I always post to YouTube shortly after my Facebook Live finishes, because I can upload it to that, because I know a lot of people do not watch Facebook or not on Facebook. So I've got followers on YouTube. And so I thought I could go ahead and, what do I want to say? Do a YouTube Live, which I had never done before. However, I found out that I wasn't authorized to do that. And thanks to a friend of mine, Nancy, who just hopped on. Welcome, Nancy. Thank you. We worked through it, and now I can go live on YouTube should I want to do that, and I might do that one of these days. So anyway, let's get going. So yesterday I was ready, and then I got more ready today, and I've been gone all day until about a half an hour ago. So trying to collect my thoughts. I do have my coffee here. So let me show you the stamp set that we're going to use today, and I'll flip you down to my desktop. There we go. And this is the card. I'll show you the outside. The inside's kind of a surprise. And this is the stamp set that can be found on page 48. It's called Pretty Pumpkins. I keep wanting to call it Happy Pumpkins, but they are pretty and happy. And there is a die set that goes with it as well. Hi, Gloria. Welcome. Great die set. And it makes the greatest fall cards, harvest, Thanksgiving, and even go into things for Halloween. And I don't usually do a lot of Halloween cards, but I'm going to tell you that there is a cute little stamp set in the annual catalog. This happens to be our July to December mini catalog that is available. So that's where this is coming from. But in our annual catalog is a little sleeper set. Let me see if I can find it here. I think I've got the page marked. Yes. And, excuse me, it is called Banner Year. It's on page 95. And it's only $17, but it covers Halloween, Thanksgiving, some Christmas. Your sweet, I suppose you could do there for Valentine's Day because there's a little heart. It's got everything that will pretty much cover most of the holidays that you might want to make something for. Sweet treat, Thanksgiving, boo, X's and O's, acorn. I was just out picking up acorns. I have to tell you about that story someday. Little heart. So add that to your stash of things that you think that you might need to have. Page 95. All right. Back to this. Detailed Pumpkins Dies and Pretty Pumpkins. It's a bundle. You can have it for a 10% off when purchased as a bundle. So let me show you the paper that I'm going to use today. from another bundle, and this is called Harvest Meadow. This paper is gorgeous. So we have let me give you the colors first. Bumblebee, Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, and Soft Succulent. Probably not colors that you might think would go together, but they do. So we've got this one, and I'm going to use this Soft Succulent one today. We've got a lot of the Crumb Cake. Let me turn it over. So we've got some nice little detailed designs here, and then on the other side a little bit more detail. There's that as I slide these back through. There's our Bumblebee, more Bumblebee, and Calypso Coral. So beautiful colors for the fall season. All right. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit, and I guess it doesn't want to zoom out any more than I have it. All right, so for this project, I'm going to use Soft Succulent. Hi, Linda, welcome. Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen. Both of those are in our new color collection for this year, are in colors. This piece of paper, and then I have, I guess I don't need that piece of basic white, and then I'm going to put this piece on the inside, and this is the surprise. Hi Fran, welcome. All right, if you've never done a little pop-up, that's what I'm going to make today. I also have an envelope here that I will decorate too. So I will show you the inside of the card after I do this and put it together. But for this, I need my paper trimmer. And this piece of paper is 5 inches by 8 inches. Okay, 5 by 8. And I'm going to do some scoring here. Let me pull out the arm on this because I need to go out to the 8 inches. I'm going to score it at 3 1/4. And in looking around for something to do a little bit different on the inside of a card, I believe I found this on Split Coast Stampers, and that's a big stamping community. It's not just Stampin' Up. So if you've never been there, you might want to check it out. So you want to make sure you use your scoring blade, which is the light gray one. So what did I say? 3 1/4. Four inches. And 4 3/4. Okay, I can put that away. And now I'm going to fold on those score lines. And create a little pop out like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inside of the card first, and then decorate the outside, and then finish up with the inside. So this is so cute, just so cute. So how do we want to do this? You want to make sure that part of this, the center part, doesn't get glued, because it's going to pop out. So what I want to do is put that middle score line, which was at 4 inches. And this also gives me a nice border around the edge of my card. And I want to glue on this side. So it's good that there's a nice contrast here so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And I'm going to use the multi-purpose glue because that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. and I can move things around a little bit. So there we go with that. Now keep that center fold in the center of your card where this has been folded and lay that down. Okay, now do the same thing on the other side. And then fold that down. So now it's flat, but the middle part will pop up. So you can see it like that. All right. Now I'll be coming back to that. So that's just one little pop-up. So I don't know, what did I call this? Oh, with a surprise in the middle. I called it Pretty Pumpkins with a Surprise in the Middle. So now let's do the front. And on my original card, I used a basic white background. And then I thought it needed a little bit more oomph. So I decided to go with the Evening Evergreen. What do you think? So do you like the white? Like this? Or the evergreen? I think it gives it more of an elegant look. So there we've got that part going there. Okay, so I don't see anybody saying they like one or the other, so I'm going to go with the green. The Evening Evergreen is such a rich color, and it's great for holiday cards if you're going to be making some Christmas cards. And who isn't making Christmas cards already? Come on, it's October. Let's see, there is wording on here. And I'm sure if I put it on upside down, it would be noticeable. So I'm going to make sure that the whoops, almost did that wrong. Let's put it on here. That's how easily I can be distracted sometimes. Thank you, Gloria. The green, yes. Now I can put it on the soft succulent. And those two greens go so well together. And Fran, I know you love green. These are good cards for you. Okay, so there's the front of the card. And there is how it's going to open. Now let's decorate the front. I've already got most everything cut out. Here is this beautiful detailed die cut that cuts out this pumpkin. So I've already got that ready to go with our gold foil paper. And then here I have a little bit of an option or a choice. I have decided that, not decided, it's not me, that the new in color of Pale Papaya is a perfect color if you don't want something as dark as our pumpkin pie. They go really well together too. So I found that if I stamp the pumpkin in Pale Papaya, and this one is stamped in Pale Papaya and on Pale Papaya paper, if you can see that. Oop. There we go. Oh, I'm away from my camera. Okay, there we go. Then I stamped on pale papaya paper with pumpkin pie. There, that's better. And I really like that look. My original one was just pale papaya on pale papaya, but I like pumpkin pie on pale papaya. Now, say that about 10 times fast and you'll get it. I can't believe that we've got pumpkin pie and pale papaya, all those peas. So I'm going to add this to the front of the card, and I'm going to green glue very carefully. Just add little dots. And when I call it green glue, I mean the Tombow glue. Let me grab a silicone sheet here. Okay, it was off to the side. And you can take one of your silicone mats, and these are so good for so many different things. Put a little dab of glue there. And I know we don't sell the sponges anymore, and I don't really have a sponge dauber handy, so I'm just going to use an old sponge. You could use a makeup sponge. There are a variety of things that you can do to get the glue onto your project. So I'm going to lay this down and take the sponge and just tap a little bit of glue on there. You don't want to move it around a lot or you're going to end up getting glue on the front. And you don't want glue on that gold part. So I think I'll get enough on here that will make it work. And I did get a little bit on the front of that, so I'll wipe that off. Well, actually, I'm going to put something there anyway. Okay, that will stay down there. And then let's get some dimensionals. And, oh my goodness, did they go missing? I don't think so. I've got lots of mini dimensionals. Okay, so here's some mini dimensionals that I'm going to put down on the pumpkin. Boy, are you enjoying this beautiful, beautiful weather? We had kind of wintry weather last week while my family was still visiting, and they didn't like those cold mornings. And now they have exited, are back to Florida, and we got the hot weather back again. So you never know when you live in Ohio what you might get from day to day. But I will take the warm weather as long as we can get it. Okay, the mini dimensionals are great, but you got to tear off a lot of these little things. There we go. Let's get those off of here because they'll end up upstairs all over the living room. So I'm going to add that to the front. And now I'm going to add some ribbon to the front of this. So where I got glue up there on the stem of the gold pumpkin will work out just fine. And this is the soft succulent. It's just our soft succulent ribbon. I don't know if it had a different name. Open weave ribbon. And I'm going to take about 10 inches of that. I know I'll have plenty extra. 12 inch. Let's do 12 inches there. All right. And show you a little trick. And I could make a bow just like this, which would be fine. Let's get back in the camera. A bow like that. but that's kind of blah. So you can cut that ribbon. Let's see, maybe I need to grab some other scissors that are a little bit better than this. I'm going to get these. What I still have are these ribbon cutting scissors that we sold a long time ago. And I'm sure you probably have some scissors that are dedicated just for ribbon only. And I do have some snips, but they're over by where my ribbon actually is. So cut this up the center, and you'll be able to make a little bit fluffier bow. And I do have to be careful. These scissors are still very, very sharp. They've never touched anything but ribbon or fabric. And tie a fluffier bow. There we go. Right? And then just tie a nice fluffy bow. I tried to do this. I did actually see somebody doing this, and she was making the bow on her fingers to make a double bow, like with 4 little things on it. I just could not make that happen. Not having a whole lot of luck with this too. Okay. I might just have to show you the finished one. It should not be that hard. Ribbon is ribbon. Okay, hold it, pull it through. There we go. Okay. And it makes the biggest difference on the front of your card when you can kind of pull this out, yet you've only used 1 full piece of ribbon. So let's do some adjusting of this. There we go. And I'll just cut that little bit off. The one that I made on the original sample actually looks a little bit better, but and then I'm going to take a glue dot and kind of roll that so that it's a smaller piece. Yes, Nancy, I need to follow your hair pick trick. I've watched you a few times, and I do have a bow maker. But it was giving me some challenges yesterday, so I thought, let's just do this way. So there's the little bow. Now I did another one as a sample with the pale papaya ribbon on the smaller pumpkin. So that's what that one looks like. So lots of different options, lots of options. So there's that. And let's add some in-color jewels to the front of the pumpkin. I'm almost out of pale papaya jewels on this, so I need to get some more. There's that one. Let's add another one here on that leaf. Oops. Hope I didn't lose the adhesive on it. Yes, I did. Yeah, when you pick these off, and again, my organization, I've had some work done in the basement, and things got moved a little bit last week when my brother-in-law and sister were doing some work down here. And I moved some things, so let's try that again. Let's put another one there. In other words, I was moving things that were probably not supposed to be in that place anyway. So we've got two little jewels here. Now let's do this part in the center. You need another one of these little pumpkins, and let's see, I've got several punched out here. So I'm going to take this one, and what you want to do is to create a pop-up so that when the card is opened, this pops out. So you want to make sure that you only put adhesive on the part that is going to go on this pop-out part. Now, you could do it one of two ways. Go ahead and put this on here like this, or go ahead and put your glue here. I think it's going to be easier if I fold this open and then add some adhesive on this side. Obviously, I've got this double-sided, which I don't think makes a lot of difference. It just worked out that way when I was cutting it. So back there again, make sure I get the right side. Just a little bit on that side. So there's our little pumpkin. And now we need a sentiment. So for this, we can put, let's see, I think I'm going to use this Happy Fall Y'all from the Banner Year stamp set. And I have a small piece of scrap paper. And for this, I think I cut this at 3/4 of an inch. Yep, 3/4 of an inch. And for this, I'm going to use Early Espresso. And put that a little bit close to the left edge. And then this is our Banner Year Take a Pick punch, so that you've got two different banners on here. And I like the one that shows like the flag banner, and it will punch 1 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to stick that in here. I want to make sure this is open. Stick that in there so I can banner that edge. But I still like to turn my punch over so I can see that it's in there straight and even, and then I can punch that. And then that's going to go on here so that it opens up Happy Fall Y'all. And I think I will also Tombow that one down too. And just put that right across like that. So when it opens up, then you see Happy Fall Y'all. What do you think? So this is the original card. And on this one, I put, if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you, which one is one of the stamps in the stamp set, Pretty Pumpkins. And typically I don't like to cut out words like that because somehow it always looks a little crooked or whatever. But it worked on this one, and then because I didn't want to cut or cover up the whole pumpkin. So that's that one. Okay, so here we've got today's version with the Evening Evergreen background, and my sample version with the basic white background. I do like the green a little bit better. Okay, And here are a few other samples that I managed to make. This one uses the 3 pumpkins that are in the stamp set. And I got some Happy Mail a couple weeks ago for my birthday, and this was the design that she used. And it's just folding back the front of your card, and then these are 3 by 3 squares, starting with the largest 3 by 3, and then 1/8 of an inch smaller to scale that down. And then I just have not chosen to put another sentiment on this one yet. And then on the inside, it says "Gather Together," along with one of the other stamps in the stamp set. Okay, here's another one. This was the first one that I did that I played with this stamp set, and I used Cajun Craze. And again, no sentiment inside there yet. And "Gather Together" on the front. Cajun Craze also on the front here. And then this pumpkin, instead of being cut out of gold foil, is a gold vellum that we have in the mini catalog. And actually, I need to look that up and see exactly if that's part of one of the suites. I'm not really sure where to find it, so I don't want to waste. Here it is, Gold Shimmer Vellum. It's on page 45. So let me see what suite that goes with. It goes with the Blackberry Beauty, which is a beautiful, beautiful set and suite of products. I love that. And that brings me to this Beautiful Leaves dies, which just playing around, I was cutting some of these out and came up with this little card. So I'm not sure how much I like it, but it says "Happy Fall, y'all." And again, no sentiment on the inside. It can be just for anything. So that this is one large background die cut, and then cut and colored with Stampin' Blends. So those are our samples for today. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you stopping in on a Tuesday, which is not the normal. And next week we'll be back, hopefully on Monday. And I appreciate you all being here. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of the week, and enjoy that beautiful fall weather. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Bye-bye.